Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the Min-Maxer Challenge. Now, picking back up where we left off last time. One, we gained access to uranium ore to start doing material science studies, which will be useful. Now, if I just max plant a large number of... if I isolate them on... because they can't climb ladders. So I'm thinking on ways to set up grub style ranches without building rooms. So if I just take an obscene number of farm tiles, with a couple of drop-off points, or a drop-off point, I should be able to get Grubfruits, but not spindly Grubfruits. With a grub, they become just regular Grubfruits, which make the good stuff. But it requires sulfur, which is not... Ooh. But this is also a renewable source of water because grubs produce mud. Alright, to get this kick started, I'm going to need grub wormerling, Sweetle, and Sweetle larva. And yeah, so... So I'm gonna let this get built real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, now back to my Sweetle or rather Divergence, as the species is called, or ranch, quote unquote. Grubfruits, as opposed to the spindly grubfruit. One spindly grubfruit produces only 800 calories. Actual grubfruit produces 2,000. It requires 10 kilograms of sulfur per plant, but another thing is grub is the preferred one, gives you a plus 50%. However, I believe this one, yes, it got Sweetle tending, gives it a plus 5. However, Sweetles will improve their chance of grubs if they tend to spindly grubfruit plants or grubfruit plants. This one's getting to about the point where I won't be able to, but no seed available. I used up all 30 seeds? How? Alright, I'll just dig up a spindly grubfruit plant and let it do its thing. Also, if you look closely, you see it says Grubfruit Seed Original. That is because you can mutate the seeds to get different variants of the plant, and they have different benefits, such as, I think, Exuberant gives you to where, like, a Exuberant Balm Lily doesn't require... And we're flooding. Great. Just great. First, I want to get these guys wrangled. Looks like only that grub is going to be capable of being wrangled, or unless they've already been wrangled. Yeah. At any rate, this brine will help take away some of the heat from this biome, make it towards a little bit more habitable as I try and dig downwards. Though no, I am not going to be stupid and try and have this come in direct contact with the burning hot abyss light. I value the life of my dupes, and I do not want to turn them into a sous vide. And I got polluted oxygen running rampant. Alright, where is it? Did I research it? Yes, deodorizers. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is probably we're able to see with the range that was showing on the actual preview was that it will allow me to... Okay, what grid do I have that I can actually put the power onto? 968, 276, 608. So this middle one, or this one here. My apologies for all that misclicking. My mouse has wonky sensitivity. Alright. But yeah. The reason why I'm trying to get all this polluted oxygen dealt with, slime lung likes to live inside of polluted oxygen. And as such, will cause problems for my duplicates. And I do not need that. But there we go. Very little potential load. This one has a higher, but it's low because I'm not using the rock crusher. This takes like 400 some odd watts of power, or 240. Let's see. Vitamin chews, basic red pill, curative tablet, allergy medicine. Serum vial, what does that require? Steel and a sun nymphet. Don't know why that would be pertinent, but... Oh yeah, that's just hundreds of kilograms of water. Yeah, let's just, further brick that up. There we go. And there. That was long ago, but what this is doing is making it to where any polluted oxygen that goes past is going to be cleaned. Elsewise and henceforth, it's just going to be straight up, you know, it's going to be a problem otherwise. So I'm going to put that airflow tile there so that it actually allows air to pass through it. Slap down another deodorizer, and boom. Now, unless the polluted oxygen gets all the way over here and goes down this way, any way for the polluted oxygen to go is going to get covered by these deodorizers up here. Now, if you notice up here, this tells me how many crops are wilting. This isn't getting used, and so I'm not going to deal with the muckery that is that. But yeah, so as you see, these are all grubfruit plants now, as compared to spindly grapefruits. Well, yes, if memory serves, the growth cycle on them is different, I believe. Yeah, the grubfruit plants take twice as long to grow. However, they produce almost 3 times as much calories, and so it is more than sufficient to, or more than explainable, or justifiable rather, to grow spindly grubfruits. Let's see, coal, doctoring. I generally try and give at least one reroll to each of them. Let's see what the care package is today. What care packages are for this one? Preserve wart seeds. I can use that. I can very much use that. Not only can I use it, I can use that well. And as you can see already up here, all the polluted oxygen coming off of this polluted water is getting scrubbed out. Oh, also, reminds me, is this one up and ready to go? Yes, Lyra, you're up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send her over to Stinkado, have her activate the other teleporter buildings over here, since I've already dug them out. That's literally all I'm sending her over here for. Nothing else. Alright, bog bucket, plant, copy settings. I did that so I could reset these to where they're all equal. That way I have, you know, simpler methodologies. Incomplete artwork. I need a dupe to come over here and plant or paint that. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I already can see space and even reach it. Like, I can dig straight up into space over here and be ready to do. But I'm not going to because, well, that's a little dangerous. But yeah, so one of two. Okay. No, Lyra. This needs done now, and then I'll send you home. Anywho. Sorry about the past few episodes not being very entertaining in terms of length. Alrighty. But Lyra, you've earned yourself a ticket back home. There you go. Homewards you go. And boom, Dunsky. Aha, there. That water source is getting used to put into here, which I should disable auto bottle and re-enable that building so that my dupes have closer access to water. Okay, I need to do something with this because that's now no longer going to over pressurize, which I really need it to do, so it just stops. I do suppose I could pump it out, and the brine I could run through a desalinator and get salt. But first, because it's so cold, I technically could just run it through, like, run it through a metal refinery or two beforehand. Like, just enough to bring it up from its -10 degrees up to something more substantial. So, if I do liquid pump, let's see here. This is going to take some tweaking to get done simply because each one of these takes 1.2 kilowatts of power. And so if I want to set up multiple in a sequence, yeah, so what I'll have to do, so let's just set up like 1, 2, 3 that'll fit here. Hop back on over to plumbing. Yeah, because the way that these work, there. But that means I'll have to continue processing metals throughout the entirety of it to keep it going, which I don't believe I have automation to get that set up yet. But then this will process the heat liquid out here, then to here, so I could have 3 different things refining at once. But then again, this is going to require 3.6 kilowatts of power on its own grid, which, given the fact that in order to do that, I'd have to use a heavy watt wire, as this can carry 20 kilowatts as compared to a conductive wire's 2. It's going to be fun to generate that power in a way that doesn't cause excessive heat. But then again, if I reroute the water to where it's cooling off whatever's generating the power, it shouldn't be a problem. But then again, the method in which I use to generate that power is going to have to be, because that'll produce 800, that produces 6, so I would need 6 of these running at a time, and they each take up 3 space, so I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except not only that, because I have to run the pump as well. If I throw down extra one with, say, a smart battery down here, and then a normal battery on every level of these. Regrab some heavy watt wire. And connect that all up. That could work. However, because of how much it uses, I believe it says it uses... How much water does it take in? Like 400 kilograms or something. So I'm going to need to set something up to store some water for a test. So like here. 1, to see how much heat is produced. And 2, to create a buffer while I'm planning out what to use the water for, salinated or not. And then I'm also going to need to get more tiles in place, as well as... Alright, 1, 2, 3, so 6, 6, 12, 24, 36, 4,200 kilowatts of power. The reason why I want the smart battery is because I can use automation to reduce the burn time from everything. As a natural gas geyser. I mean, I technically could use a natural gas generator, but that requires me to deal with the 150 degrees Celsius. I could use the cold water to cool that down as well. We'll see. So I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna get this built in the meantime, and then next time I see you guys, I'll show you the results. But anyway, it was a pleasure trying to not be as much of an idiot for you folks. I hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Farewell.